Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Seahawks going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Then a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Webb now. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, it's Webb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Detroit! Here we go!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb. Always got some breathing room. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he motions the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down. Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one is right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he cuts it right and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Shift together here from the D-line. They try again with Lewis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got to put.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Webb. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nazir Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On third down, Webb. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Lewis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. third down, Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Now let's go. All right, man. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Kill.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Wilson on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In motion left goes a tight end. They run. This is Lewis. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, you talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now Lewis. And some room to work. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They run the counter now on 1st down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Webb. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a 1st down throw. Webb. And that is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Webb over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now, check. Patriot!
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Webb now from the gun. Webb can't escape as he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
And the wideout in motion. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's go.
Now Webb. escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nazir Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now it's Wilson, and Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
The 2nd down carry for Irvin. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Webb. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go with Urban to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Yeah, the 49ers getting set to trot out there. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 here. Here's Webb. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right, and he's got room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
To throw again. Webb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They start out with a run from Irvin. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Irvin. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Wilson now off the bootleg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. On second down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Throwing again. Webb. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, it's Webb. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. To throw, Webb. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far. On 2nd down, Webb. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
throw on third down. Webb firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They hand off to Irvin. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of it. No room to find to get upfield.
He's got his man. It's Darbo. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. From the pistol, it's Irvin. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Handoff. This is Irvin. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Right back to Irvin. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing is Wilson. And he locates Walker, complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Irvin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Again, they run. Again, it's Irvin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. So on now is Blair Walsh. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they take a 17-14 lead. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Seahawks, it wasn't always